I'm thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bar.
Suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you. So you want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Now, unless you're on Cloud 10, under a rock, how you heard the motherfucking word? What's good, y'all? It's yours truly. Once again, HeartBreak Ace. Familiar with my content or not, hit that like, comment, subscribe so the algorithm gets breaking content every time I upload. The algorithm gonna come to me talking about I couldn't get the videos out, man, because I've been having problems. I told him, if you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems with it. Chain one, hit me. Yeah, I'm still gonna hit you because you need to make sure that people get these videos so they can like and subscribe. I can care less what kind of problems you got. Nah, topic of discussion though, why we here, man. Y'all read the title. Now, I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with Jaguar Wright. She been one of the main Patriots frontliners on this campaign about Diddy and amongst a lot of other things that happened in the industry. She was part of the music industry, so she got a lot of details. However, she's a huge conspiracy theorist, some would say, and she said a lot of. She seemed like she's a scorn drama queen, you ask me. I'm sorry to say that, especially saying that about a black woman, but it's the truth, and it seemed like the shoe fits. She may have some truth in some of the things she say, but a lot of things are far reach. Is that if somebody did something to her, Diddy, Jay-Z, I don't know what the problem is, but she got a lot going on, and as you're gonna see in this interview that she did with Piers Morgan. If y'all not familiar with Piers Morgan, just look up Piers Morgan. Now, like I said, she been going on a rant forever, for years, on different platforms, but none of them never been the level of Piers Morgan. Highly respected journalist, like 3 million plus subscribers on YouTube alone. I mean, when you make it to his platform and make these kind of allegations, it's serious. Now, she went on his show with DJ Vlad and amongst somebody else. Sorry, I can't remember who it was at the moment, but they were speaking on the Diddy situation. And of course, she, the dramatic queen that she is, she has so much to say. But she also has some things to say about Jay-Z, making claims that he's the worst monster than Diddy is, including his wife Beyonce. Yes, y'all heard what I said, man. Now, I'm not saying my guy angel or nothing like that, because I know he's far from a saint. And you know I got like 5 goats, and my number 1 goat is Jay-Z. So I'm gonna be unbiased as I possibly can, because if Jay-Z is caught in these type of situations with Diddy, then all that shit about GOAT, all that is out the window for me. I can care less then, because that is horrific. But I don't think that's the case. But who knows? We're going to find out eventually, especially with this Diddy indictment. And the next month, they're going to start releasing names, big names. So we will find out. Now, she's going to make a lot of crazy claims that, listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Without further ado, man, you know what we doing. My guy, he got other things to worry about, so I told him I'll handle his light work, man. So you see her up on the block, we can't just sit here, man. You already know what I'm doing. Mask on, mask off. Don't matter to me. Let's spin the block.
And Jaguar, I'm gonna start with you. You've been called a whistleblower. You knew Sean Diddy Combs for a long time. You attended a number of his infamous parties. And in 2022, you made headlines after comments where you called him a sex trafficker. And in response, you were called crazy and jealous. Do you feel vindicated by the events of the last few weeks?
No, not at all. Because he's just the beginning. Until him and his cohorts are all held to account publicly and legally, the victims, they're not safe.
How bad was
That's
it?
what I care about. I care about the victims.
No, I understand. How bad was it, do you think, what was going on?
I'm going to tell you right now that me, as a woman who has been in the industry for over 30 years, I've been performing live since I was 13. My first handler was McKinley Horton. I come to find out 25 years later that a scar that was on his face with a very elaborate story he gave me was put there by a woman who he assaulted.
All right, y'all, we back. Just real quick, I had to pump my brakes, man. This might be the first time I need some recruiters to come with me. Cuckoo for cuckoo puffs, man. Like, they're off rip. You can already tell from the beginning when they asked her the questions. She took the, like, lights, camera, action. This is her time. This is her 15 minutes of fame type of shit. Like, pure drama queen. You already started it off with. Now, I'm not saying give Diddy a pass if he innocent, but I'm just saying, like, you can already tell, like, she got some kind of agenda, vendetta, a scorn drama queen. Now, you came in the game with a handler. For those that don't know who a handler is, that's basically somebody that controls you, the artist, or whoever, or what to do, what to say, everything. They control you, like mind control. And apparently she had a handler that she been with all this time, and she finally, the scar he got on him, she finally found out that it was on basically like some domestic violence he had with a female, and he told her that. It seemed like she trying to come out with a book, if you ask me. I mean, off rip. But that was, I just had to stop it real quick, man, because it already seemed like she ready for, she's a very great storyteller. I mean, she used to be in the industry. She can sing, I give her that. I feel like she just got upset about something, man, it didn't go her way. And she's scoring. That's just what I feel like. Because these allegations and stuff that she gonna come up with, listen, you'll see, man. I already put the gas in, man. We gotta go. I got me some recruiters, man. We gotta go get this cuckoo puff for real. Let's spin the block again.
Suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you.
So
you want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean.
All right, y'all, I had to put my brakes again, man. Now, I'm gonna say, I had to stop it again. Now, I know you got this little character you trying to persuade the people with, but if anybody ever known Jay-Z, it don't matter if it's about him, how serious that shit is, it don't matter. He always stayed quiet. He always been like that since the beginning in the game. And if he do respond, he do it on his own time. And it be way down the line. He very strategic. He didn't get where he was just by being a regular nigga. It's a fact. You can hate it all you want, man, but you know, he went from the projects selling drugs to be the billionaire he is, making these moves. He at the table with these other people that we don't normally get to be around. He get to do a lot of things and call shots that we don't get to do as melanated skinned people. Now, I'm not saying he's a saint. I can't be naive like that or that biased, especially making it to where he made it at. He had to do some type of dirt, and maybe it would just been his dirt. Let's hope it ain't got nothing to do with what the stuff Diddy have been accused of and actually been on camera with. That's all I'm saying. But why is he quiet? What you expect him to say right now? Anybody else came out and said a damn thing? He supposed to just get on camera because Diddy locked up and say, oh. Nah, he ain't gonna say nothing. He not built like, that's a grown ass man. Why would he put himself in the crossfire with that to vouch for Diddy if it's some things that he could know or some things that happened that he don't even know about? Why would you just sit there and vouch for him? And they might have been cool, but they got two different businesses. We can't just necessarily say that he had anything to do with that. But before I even break this down even more, man, she just getting started for real. I just had to make that point. Jay-Z is never known to be even say nothing about anything. If anybody know Jay-Z or know anything about this hip hop culture, they know Sean Carter always been that way, regardless. But let's see what this cuckoo got to say, man. I'm sorry for disrespecting, but I'm just saying. Call a spade a spade. My name Ace, for real. Let's spin a block again.
You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our lives. It must stop.
Remember that.
Yo, we still spinning the block, man. This more cuckoo, man. Now, the history of America. Yeah, we know who Jay-Z is. Yes, he's a billionaire. But in the history of America, you really believe Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey was Jay-Z puppets? Jay-Z controlled them. White millionaire, billionaire men. Jay-Z tell them what to do? Or is it that Jay-Z had to work to his way to get to where they was at, to even be in the same room with them, but tell them what to do and control them? So all them people got that in common is Jay-Z. He's the puppet master. You want us to believe that. You can make a story with Diddy, but Harvey and Jeffrey, these billionaires, you think they was listening to Jay-Z? Jay-Z can tell them what to do. Is you kidding me? That's why I say, like, she can have truth with some of the things she say, but now you sounding stupid. Because anybody know the history of America? When the fuck one of these type of white people that's rich like that gonna listen to a black man? Give a fuck how much money you got, nigga. That's baby shit to us. That's baby money to us. You think that they gonna? Come on, man. Tell you she's a great storyteller, a scorn drama queen. What them niggas did to you? They did what to you? Huh? Stuff. I don't. And the victim that's actually victims in this situation, I pray y'all get justice for real. Even if my guy end up having to do some I don't want him to be doing, I still say that. But if you don't got the proof like you got proof with Diddy, man, you need to shut the fuck up. Especially when you involve his wife. Yeah, she involved the wife. Let's spin a block again.
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim Porter?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter,
Yeah.
A new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen.
I know y'all playing games. If Day come back, tell him I need to see him because the child care classes start on Wednesday. Come on, D, it's time to go. I ain't got time for this shit.
There's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucien Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous, and everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job. He's the Judas.
Do you think that if he's cornered in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people?
He has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him to do anything different.
Yeah, I know. At this point, I'm getting tired of pumping the brakes. But she really cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for real. Now, she know about all of this. She never took a picture with Diddy because she knew he was a monster for 30 years. I don't take a picture with the devil. How the fuck you know he was the devil when you first started, in the beginning? How you know about this? You gonna say Patti LaBelle and all of them told you when you first started to stay away from these people? That what they told you? But did he? Right. Okay. But you said you know because you was a sex worker yourself, but you was undercover. Your cameras and all of that. You got videos yourself of hundreds of victims. With you for the victims. But you ain't released none of this shit for years. Even after he got incarcerated, why are you still holding on to these videos and recordings and proof of this going on that been going on for 30 years if you for the victims? Why you been holding on to this proof for 30 fucking years? You can't say you was scared because you've been running your mouth about this shit. So the best thing you could have had was proof to back up what you were saying. So why you still got it? Ain't nobody seen these fucking visuals or audio since you for the victims? Because it sound like you trying to get leverage, some money for this shit. You scoring. Sound like you got in the music industry and it didn't go your way. That's what it sound like. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it. I don't take a picture with the devil. So you the only one that don't take the picture with Diddy because you knew he was a devil. But everybody else take the picture with Diddy, right? So if you didn't want to take the picture with him, then these people that you claim was devils, then why was you making songs with them? Why was you a ghostwriter or whatever for certain people? Why was you doing that? Since you knew they people was the devil since the beginning, then why was you doing any type of business with them then? That's helping the cause. You really contradictive. And people, we only watch you because it's entertaining. You be getting shit right, but it's almost like if it's getting ready to rain and you ain't got no umbrella in the house and you know they ain't got no umbrella. So you gonna tell people, man, such and such went outside, let him go outside and got sick because he let him get wet. Like he couldn't get no umbrella for him or nothing. He put a bag over their head, try to suffocate them. But in all reality, they didn't have a fucking umbrella. They were just trying to cover them up. That's the type of dumb shit. You calling shit that's obvious. So it ain't like you like some type of genius. You just a conspiracy theorist that's saying obvious shit that we could know about. That anybody can answer just by watching. Context clues. You're not seeing too much shit that you got behind the scenes type shit. And if you are seeing that, but what a proof that you claim you got, that being 30 years that you ain't show nobody. But you ain't scared of these people. And they need to stop. Fake activist type. Mother. Man, give her damn Oscar, man. I'm almost done with her, man. I'm tired of even putting the gas in for real, bro. When I keep spinning the block, we gotta get the ops. I can't touch her because she's a woman, but the niggas involved that she came to help her cuckoo ass, we gonna get them. Let's spin the block again.
Talk is crazy. The simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the black community, still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. It's nuts.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone knows. And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. See, people keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddies. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further, the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically, and Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Look, Clive Davis is not here to respond to that, nor is Jay-Z. But a lot of people, famous people in the music industry, have been notable, like I say, by their silence so far. It's also been notable that since the Me Too campaign began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Since Me Too began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same kind of scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Jaguar,
guess they're on vacation.
If this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland?
And jealousy and envy is something that comes with the territory, man. A lot of people, it's just negative energy, like my man Puff say.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom.
All right, y'all, we back. We spin the block multiple times, man. Y'all probably woozy. But I had to stop because, this is the first time that she makes some sense. I've been saying this since the beginning of this. We blaming Diddy, but we got to blame the ones that taught him how to do that, which is people like Clyde Davis. All these billionaires that claim they invented the world that we had to bow down and listen to. So that means it only makes sense. Who taught us these things? Who taught us these things? So if you want to bash him, bash them. Because it just seemed like to me, they attacking all the black people that got money. And we get to know all their business. But when this same thing happened to Jeffrey Epstein, what happened? All this information wasn't out like that. And he got a list of people that were on the book that he got killed. Or he killed himself in jail. And all of a sudden the book still ain't never came out. And he passed away. So why the book ain't been released? If he passed away and they have it in there, they have the book, the government. But they ain't nobody bring this list out. Why? But y'all ready to do it when it's Diddy. Y'all ready to do it when it's R. Kelly. Y'all ready to do it when it's Bill Cosby. And I'm not giving these people an excuse just because they black. I'm just saying, if y'all gonna attack them, attack the ones that gave them their leeway, the one that started them. Because they had to get the money from the ones that claim they against it, which they the ones that invented this shit. The government. Let's be real, bro. You know? This video might not get to certain people because I'm saying this. But if it do, I hope it do. Understand it. Like they trying to attack all of our people. Yeah, get them too if they been doing horrific acts. Cause y'all stupid. Y'all supposed to be on the outside and make it to the top and destroy that shit. Not join team and do the same thing. But however, take the whole infrastructure down. Don't just get our people. Get the people that got more money than them. Cause they definitely doing this shit. Since the beginning of time. That's all I gotta say about it. That's all I really had to say. And Jay-Z started the Me Too movement and funded it just to get his lit back from R. Kelly. You gotta be kidding me, bro. All because all of them wanted Aaliyah or whatever, and then he allegedly, him and Beyonce, had her unconscious on the plane to kill her just for Beyonce can be a star. Cause that's a conspiracy that she had with that. which I don't even see that. I could run with Jay probably had some kind of love for her and wanted to be with her. That was a rumor before, because you know she was involved with Dame Dash, which was his friend and business partner at the time, with Rockefeller. I can see that angle, that he wanted her too. They both wanted her, but she ended up with Dame Dash. But as far as him getting her killed for Beyonce stardom, I don't see that correlation at all. And if I'm wrong, like I said, all these people deserve whatever's gonna happen to them. But me personally, I think if anything you're gonna say bad about him, I think it's people scorn or mad because of the business that he did with them. He outdid him in the business, or shitted on him in the business to become who he is today. But that ain't illegal. That's business. And that's being a hustler. The ultimate hustler that he is. And I'm not trying to save foot for him or his wife. But you make allegations like that, man, that's too far-fetched to make allegations with no actual proof for all this time. So he's a worse monster than Diddy. All the stuff that we've been hearing him doing, you want us to believe that Jay-Z worse than that. Bring the proof or shut the fuck up for real. Like, you lucky he way up here. That's why he ain't suing your ass for defamation of character. He gonna be like Jay-Z. He not gonna mention anything about it till he feel like mentioning it. What is she talking about? I'm not vindicated because the monster, you know what, Jeffrey and all of them got him coming. The tyranny. Get your wanting the Oscar Grammy ass up out of here. What the fuck is you talking about? And you could be telling the truth, but because of all that act and wanna be storybook teller, you making yourself not credible with this shit. Cause it's like you just trying to put it on for the camera for real, and that's how everybody looking at it. Just cause you was kind of right with Diddy don't make that you knew about that shit. You just calling out the obvious shit that we've been hearing for years. But you had no actual proof on anything. And you're so not scared of them, why haven't you presented proof that you claim you have? After all this time. Y'all can call me being biased, whatever. I don't see it that way. I'm just speaking real. Now y'all leave it coming down below, let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, you heard what Vlad said. People can feel how they want to feel about Vlad, but I agree with Vlad. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm sorry. Because you know my motto is to love each other. I really mean that. Till next time, show us truly. Heartbreak.
Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't really co-sign anything that she says. I've never had her on my show, and I don't have any plans to have her on my show.
You don't believe her?
She got an album in 20 years, and a lot of this stuff is just stuff she's heard, things she's making up, and so forth. I'm not saying that there aren't serious things that Diddy may have done, but yeah, I can't co-sign anything that Jaguar Wright is saying, if that's your question.
Well, I mean, obviously,